Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How have you guys been doing?
It's been somewhat quiet today.
Really?
Yesterday was very busy.
That's so weird. You would think Saturday would be busier than Friday.
Yeah.
You never know. Is that 4 for all 4 of these?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, can you wrap them up for you?
I think so, yeah. Okay, I'm going to take these also.
All set?
Yeah, I can't believe no one has snagged these. Here, I'll help you. Ooh, those napkins are cute. I'm going to grab those too. What's my total so far? Have we done math yet?
Picture brought you to 11.
Okay,
And I don't know how much the napkins are.
5.
Okay, so you're at 16.
Can we do 15?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Is that a camera running there?
It is. I have a YouTube channel.
Really?
Yeah, and I also, it helps me keep track of how much I spent on stuff because I'm a reseller.
Okay, yeah.
I sell on eBay.
We do too.
Oh, okay, okay. So that way I can look back at the video and see, okay, that's what I spent there, and then I can keep track for taxes.
It's the blue.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, there's blue.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I go on the websites and look to see, and there was a couple of them that were going to be out in this area today, but I wasn't sure, if...
Favorite estate sale companies?
Oh,
360.
360, except that he is expensive on day one.
Okay. Yeah, I've watched... I can turn it off.
Just want to ship something that would come to here.
Okay, which I do a lot of
Yes.
Frankenstein
And
boxing.
then sometimes you have to pay the balloon charge if your box is too big.
Right.
So you have a kind of a sharp wheel here.
Oh, it cuts a thing for you to fold the...
You just put it in here. You can lock this.
No.
Slide this, and it bends so easily.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Maybe box sizer.
Yeah, I'll find
And
it.
you can, I think you can get replacement blades, but I've had this for 3 years now.
I was going to say, even if that just made a mark
Yeah.
along there, you
Yeah.
could still,
No, it actually cuts it.
that's
No,
so
wait,
cool.
here, so I get them. They're called end rolls.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And this is where we go.
You guys have been so helpful. Thank you.
Well, plastic.
Hello, Fat Grandma here. It is Tuesday, April 18th. If you have not been here before, my name is Paula. I have a very small eBay store, and I occasionally sell things on Poshmark. It's very uncommon, but I did have a Poshmark sale this past week. This is Simon. If you've been to my channel before, you may have seen the black and white cat that I had. And that was Frisbee, and unfortunately he is no longer with me. I had to have him put to sleep last week. I'm not going to go into anything. I don't want any questions. I don't want to go into it. So anyway, Simon is my other cat and had previously been living in the garage because he and Frisbee did not get along, and Simon also used to open my door and let himself out into the house, and one of my mom's cats does not like him, and they would get in fights with each other. So we're trying him being in here with me again, and I've rigged the door a little bit different so that he can't open it, and so far so good. I don't want to jinx myself. So anyway, Simon is in here now. He is a lot more vocal than Frisbee was and is a lot more mischievous, so he's been in trouble a lot this past week. That's one of the things that was going on. If you guys saw the little short video that I posted yesterday, I was doing my taxes. I needed to go to the gym and take a shower. I had to go to the post office. I mean, there was a bunch of stuff going on. And then I've got him in here with me now. We're trying to get him acclimated to being back in here, and he's very needy. So it's just, there's been too many things going on. So anyway, so that's what's going on with the cat situation. And if you're new here, hello. You just got bombarded with a bunch of stuff. You had no clue what I was talking about. Anyway, I may have put some footage in right before this of a yard sale that I went to a few weekends ago. And it turned out that the person, she and her husband, were resellers. They ended up giving me like a ton of information about some things, which you may have seen footage of. I will put a link to that tool down below in the description. It's available on Amazon. It's a box. It scores the box so that you can resize boxes, without having to use a knife and all the other stuff. So it's pretty handy. I haven't gotten one yet, but it's my next thing when I buy another tool or something for my eBay and my YouTube stuff. That'll be the thing that I'm going to buy. And then the other thing that they told me about, I don't know if you guys will have heard any of it in the video, is, if you use packing paper at all and you buy it, and some of you may already know about this, but the newspapers, the smaller like town or city or community newspapers, will very often have something called end rolls, and you can buy them usually. The one here in Phoenix that has them available sells pretty good sized end rolls, and they're 27-inch or 34-inch wide paper rolls, and they're pretty big. They're heavy duty. I mean, it's good paper for packing, and they sell them for $5 a roll. And it's just cash. You have to pay cash. They don't take credit cards or anything, but still, for $5 for a huge roll of packing paper, call your local newspapers or, the little community ones. That's the ones that's where they found theirs anyway. And they're called end rolls. And yeah, big savings for packing paper. I'm going to be getting some of those, or at least one. They had 2 rolls, I think, in their garage, and it'd been a while since they bought paper, and they were still huge rolls, so they last a long time. Anyway, that's it for that stuff, and they were just extremely helpful. I kind of overpaid for a couple of things that I bought from her, but all the information that I got from her turned out to be worth it. We had a long discussion about some of the auction, the estate auction businesses here in town, and she gave me the names of some of the ones that are run a little bit better than others, and or that maybe their prices are better. So I'm going to look into some of those. Anyway, if you have not been here before, what I usually do is talk about my sales, and then I will go into my personal life if anything has occurred. I already did that. The main thing that has occurred is the cat issue. Lost Frizzers, and now Simon is living with me again. So we'll see how this goes. Is the saga of Simon. I don't know. He's got a personality for sure. He's on the cat tree looking out the window right now, so he's not bothering me. He likes to watch what's going on outside, so that keeps him busy. Anyway, I finished doing my taxes. If you saw my little clip yesterday that I uploaded, did my taxes. What a pain in the butt. I'm going to make myself go through all of my bank statements and credit card stuff and all of that at least 2 or 3 times a year, instead of trying to do it all in one sitting like I had to last night. I was up till almost 5 o'clock this morning, trying to pull everything. And I know that there's some there's one business that a lot of the resellers use, and I think it's My Reseller Genie. I can't remember if that's the name of it, that it kind of sorts everything for you and tracks all your stuff. If you haven't been here before, I don't make a lot of money selling on eBay or Poshmark, and it's not really a goal for me at this point. Living in my mother's house in a small room, I don't have a lot of room for inventory. There's a lot going on here that's very distracting, and I can't really focus. But reselling for me at this point is giving me something to do, and it keeps me busy. I don't really make any money, any profit, I mean, to speak of. Maybe $200 a month after all of my expenses. And that's stretching it. It's probably closer to $100 a month. But, you know, where there's excess, because I have to take into account my gas and the boxes I buy and packing materials, bubble wrap, all that, you know, everything that goes into it. And I have had enough money to buy things like my camera that I use when I go to, you know, yard sales or whatever. Bought my camera. I, you know, buy little things here and there. But they're usually things that I can use for YouTube or for my reselling, you know. So this next year, I didn't owe anything, thank goodness, knock on wood. I didn't owe, but I kind of basically broke even. So, but I had put most of my excess money back into the business, if you want to call it that. It's not really, I mean, it is a business, but it's not, because I couldn't live off of this, let's put it that way, not even close, you know. Once I get accepted somewhere and I can move into my own place, I will be able to focus more on my reselling, you know. I won't have outside distractions and things going on that keep me from being able to really concentrate and give this my full attention, you know, I guess is the best way to explain it. Anyway, I'm going to go into my sales now, what has sold in the past week through Sunday, because I normally have been recording my videos on Sunday, and I end up with a couple of other sales, and I have to throw them in there. So I think what I'm going to start doing is recording my videos on Monday. And like I used to do way back, I was doing them on Mondays or Tuesdays, and I think I'm going to go back to that, just because then I don't have to try and cram other sales in if I get more while I'm editing the video on Sunday. Anyway, my first sale was a Boyd's Bear item, which don't buy these. Don't buy them. Don't buy Boyd's Bear stuff. I mean, there are a few items that are worth some money, but for the most part, they're not. They're just not. I mean, they're really cute, and that's what got me. They were in an auction. I bought 2 auction lots of Boyd's Bear stuff, and I'm sitting on them now. You know, I've still got several pieces left, but I sold one on Poshmark, Boyd's Bear, Barely Built Villages, Madge's Beauty Salon, and Bait Shop. And they sold for $15. So, you know, I probably made $10 on it, because each, I don't know, it wasn't a great buy. I didn't pay a ton of money for them, so that's a good thing. They just take up a bunch of room, so I won't do that again. This whole first year has really been about me learning what not to do. Don't buy this, don't buy this, don't buy these, you know, don't ship that way. I mean, you know, it's been like I was in school for this whole entire first year, you know. Anyway, now I'm on to my eBay sales. The first thing that sold, and this was retail arbitrage. I purchased, although I didn't buy it for that purpose. I bought this thinking my granddaughter might want to do it when they were still living here in Arizona, but she never did. And it was a kid's glow-in-the-dark terrarium kit for creativity. and it was a Kids Grow and Glow, and I ended up selling this for less than retail. I sold it for $7.99. This thing has been listed for over a year. Had no interest. I kept lowering the price, just, a little bit here and there, and it finally sold for $7.99. It was $19.47 with shipping, so not a big seller. The next item was something that came in one of those stupid restock boxes that I opened last year. It was Lucy Kaz drawing kit, sketch pad. It was a colored pad, colored and charcoal pencil set. It was a very nice pencil set. I thought for sure it might sell well, and it did not. It took a long time for this to sell, and it only sold for $8. So, and that was an offer that I finally got from someone. I was like, fine, take it, get it out of here, because I'm tired of looking at it, So yeah, $8 and $17.87 was shipping. The next item I sold was the Sac black woven crochet handbag, and it had a nylon strap. Most of the Sac handbags that I've sold, I got them in an auction lot. But most of the ones I've sold also have a crochet strap, but this one had a different strap. I don't know what the difference was, but anyway, it sold for $11.50, and with shipping it was $19.72. The next item I sold is something that I picked up at an estate sale, or it was a yard sale, just a few weeks back, and it was the Hotel del Coronado souvenir stemless drinking glasses, and there were 2 of them. They sold for $10, and with shipping it was $22.31. I paid $2 for these, so I probably could have gotten more for them, but I think I took an offer on these, or I sent an offer. I don't know. Anyway, they're gone, and I made some money on them, so it's fine. The next item was another retail arbitrage thing. It was the other Disney Princess Magic Wand Cinderella, and this one sold for $30. The last one sold for $25. I only had 2 of them. Now they're both gone, so I'm glad they can stay gone. They were brand new in the box, but they were made a long time ago, and so the batteries are dead, and people kept asking me if I would test them, and it's like, well, once I take it out of the box, then it's over with. They're not new in box anymore. Anyway, I made this person confirm with me that they understood there was a chance it might not work, and they were fine with that. So anyway, it sold for $30, and with shipping it was $32.48. I included shipping. That's right. I included the shipping for the $30, and I don't remember what the shipping was. I barely made my money back on these dolls. Shipping was $13.33. So, do the math. At least I only paid $10 for both dolls. So I've made my money back, and they're gone, and I'm glad. Let's see. The next item were 2 vintage Tupperware ovenware. They're for the microwave. 1 and 2 cup casserole dishes, bowls. Anyway, they've stacked on top of each other. One could be used like a lid, and the other one could, hold the stuff in it. And I sold those for $12.99, and with shipping it was $21.21. The next item, things that I won't buy again, Coca-Cola. Some Coke things, I guess, can sell very well, maybe an old sign or something, but just random Coca-Cola items. I got a bunch of stuff in an auction lot, or maybe a couple of auction lots, and I ended up throwing everything in a box, took photos, and just waited to see, and it ended up selling for $15.29. It was a lot of 13 items. Anyway, $15.29. It was $39.35 with shipping. It was a 13 by 13 by 13 box, and it weighed. It was heavy. I just took this thing to the post office. I cannot remember how much it weighed, but it was not light. It was pretty heavy. The last item I sold was something from my mom's kitchen. It was an old Rival Juice-O-Mat juicer, single action. It was white, and it barely looked used. Anyway, we had the original box still, and it sold for $42.50. This was the best sale I had all week. $42.50 and $61.16 with shipping. So, yeah, that's it for my sales. Not a great week. I mean, I don't know. I had several items that I maybe barely broke even on, and I'm not putting my heart and soul into this at this point. I've been trying to figure out the best way to do things, what's the best way to list. I'm trying to get better about the things that I buy. And again, it's just kind of a learning thing. In this whole first year, that's pretty much what I've been doing. I've gotten lucky on a couple of occasions with items, picking up things that were worth a lot of money, and I did well with those. Thankfully, they saved my butt for the other plethora of things that I've purchased that weren't worth anything at all or not much, like the Boyd's Bears. And there's been other things too, but yeah. I'm finding out that plush is something else I want to stay away from, unless it's something that I can look up on eBay and see that it has a very good sell-through rate. I'm not going to bother with plush anymore, and I think I'm going to be having a sale on the plush that I do have, like 50% off, and I may even go higher than that just to get rid of it. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but maybe this coming weekend, starting on Friday, I'll mark down a bunch of my plush. I don't know if I'll do it with the Build-A-Bears, because I've got a couple of them that they're worth a little bit more, but yeah, I think everything else is going to get marked down at least 50%. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't know if there was anything else I was going to talk to you guys about. If I think of anything else, I'll put it in here. In here. I think that's it, for me anyway. Anyway, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you next Monday probably. And, I forgot to mention it. I have 100 subscribers. Let me look. Let me make sure. I may have lost somebody. But I don't think so. Nope, I have 100 subscribers. So thank you to everyone that has subscribed. It still amazes me that people want to listen to me. Again, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you very soon. Bye.